Hi, Bobby here, and in this video we're going to talk about picks, chicken picks. They are handmade custom picks from the Netherlands, and Eppo from Chicken Picks very kindly sent me a few sample picks to try out. Now I will say, before I go on, that making a YouTube video about picks is quite difficult because the picks you choose, as we know, it's a very, very personal choice. It's very much kind of down to the individual. So, you know, with regard to shape, grippiness, thickness, you know, all of those factors to consider, it's very, very difficult for me to, you know, describe how these picks feel and how they sound. But I will kind of show you a whole range of these picks and just kind of give you my opinion. I must say at this point I'm in no way affiliated with the company, so this is a completely impartial review. It's not really a review, we're just chatting about picks. We're just a bunch of guys chatting about picks online. These picks are made in the Netherlands and they are made from thermosetting plastic. So they claim to be a lot more durable than regular picks, and I've put these to the test and I've tried them out for a couple of months and they are extremely durable. Now that's definitely one plus, you know, to consider. If you think about your criteria for a guitar pick, you know, for me personally, it's I want to have picks that are durable. I want picks that are easy to grip, that don't slip out of my hand. I play a lot of I play a lot of kind of rock and blues, but I also play a lot of funk. And particularly, you know, when you're playing rhythm guitar and you're playing 16th notes all night, you really want something that stays in your hand. Now, one of the selling points for these chicken picks is that they require less grip. So they reduce hand fatigue, and I've found that to be true. I found that the plastic here, it looks on the surface that it could be quite glossy, but it's actually very, very. There's no kind of powder on this that you would find on kind of Gator Grip or the other Dunlop type Tortex. But they really, really do stay in your hand. I feel very lucky that I've tried a variety of these picks because I've really settled on the. In fact, I'm not even holding the one that I've settled on. That's how settled I am. Maybe it's over there. I don't know. Anyway, the one that I've settled on now. This 2.7 millimeter sounds quite thick. You know, I'm used to using 1.5 to 2 mil picks, but you might want to go a little bit heavier. These are the Bermuda P. So they make a Bermuda brand, which is great if you like wearing shorts, which aren't as pointy. These are great as well, but I've really kind of settled on the Bermuda P, P standing for point. They also do a Bermuda XL, which is massive, absolutely massive, the size of a small kitten. I haven't tried these out. Well, I have. I've had a little bit of a go with this, but you know, you kind of gravitate towards what you gravitate towards. And to be honest, I've never used. Well, maybe when I was about 13, I used triangular picks for a while just because I thought they looked cool. But these are really, really comfortable to play, and obviously you've got 3 working edges there, so you know that's a bonus. Well, these ones are more like Jazz 3s, and these come in a range of thicknesses. This is actually a 3.2. I believe this is called there'll probably be a pregnant pause there while I try to remember the name, so bear with me. Badass. These are called Badass. So it's kind of like a Jazz 3. This is 3.2 mil. They also sent me one that was 2.5 and 2.0. So those are your kind of typical Jazz 3s. They do a kind of regular pick, and they do one in a 2.6 mil, and they do one in a 2.2. Kind of quite irregular thicknesses, really. So this is kind of like your Dunlop type thing, maybe slightly bigger. And this one here, 3.5 mil, only comes in 3.5 mil. This is called a shredder. It's got a slightly beveled edge. Better to bevel, you know, sometimes. And that's really cool as well. But one thing, I'm just kind of backtracking to what I was going to say, you know, this is not a scripted video. a way to test a handmade pick would be to get a range of tones. If you just go across the string, and you can hear the subtle tonal changes, which you don't really get with a plastic. This is a Dunlop 2mm gator grip pick. Tends to be the same. Tends to be the same tone throughout. You know, that's definitely something to consider. Now, in practice, as I say, I'm really drawn towards this 2.7 Bermuda P. And how they feel in practice. So I'm not much of an alternate picker, but I found it really does kind of cut through the string quite easily. And this is the Bermuda P with the pointy edge, but equally, as does the shredder with the kind of bevel. This one's a 3.5mm. In a different way, it just kind of glides through the strings. And as I say, I mean, picking isn't my forte. It's more my 39. And also, you know, the real test for me, as I say, comes with a kind of funky rhythm guitar playing and how the pick kind of withstands that kind of treatment. I did about maybe 5 or 6 gigs, maybe 7 gigs on the same pick, maybe not the same edge of the same pick, but on this 2.7 Bermuda P. And I saw very, very little wear. Yeah, in fact, this is the pick. This is the pick that I used for many, many gigs. And if I've got another arm, maybe I've got another arm somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Look, very clever. Look at this technology. And if you can see the edge, I don't know if you can. They differ very little difference there in the where and the why and the how. So that's cool. They really do kind of withstand a lot of all that sort of stuff. They really do hold up to that, and that is a really big kind of selling point for me when it comes to the whole kind of boutique handmade pick market that kind of came to prominence maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. You know, it was quite a contentious subject. A lot of people were, you know, kind of questioning why would you spend, you know, whatever it is, £8 to you know, even like £30 for some of them. On a pick, on a guitar pick, and I really do think that durability and ease of use and kind of gripability is a huge factor. You may find that in regular kind of off-the-shelf picks. I say the one drawback really to kind of spending a lot more money than you ordinarily would on a boutique pick would be if you drop it and you lose it, then, you know, it's gone, isn't it? That's the one drawback, but, you know, because they are so small. But these, you know, these will show up on a kind of dark stage, on a dark carpet. So pretty cool. So those are chicken picks, and I'm really sold. To be honest, I think I've kind of found my pick for life. I really, as I say, really would not have gravitated towards this triangular shape. For many years, I used these Dunlop Tortex 2.0mm, and then my kind of day-to-day kind of gigging pick is this kind of Dunlop Flow 1.5, which is the I think it's like Ultex or something. Can't remember what it's made out of, but these are quite durable and they kind of stay in the hand. But yeah, definitely the Bermudas for me. So yeah, give them a go. Chicken picks. See you next time.